changes.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It is November 3rd, 2020, Tuesday afternoon, election day, and it's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I've already voted. Most of you already have. I always do it traditionally on election day because early voting is cool and it gets it done fast and all, but I like the tradition of voting on election day, and we get in and out in like 5 minutes here. If it was a super long line, I would do it early. But anyways, hopefully you guys voted. No matter who you voted for, hopefully you did, and we'll strap in and wait for the results here in the next few hours, 2 or 3 hours, when polls start closing and we start getting some answers maybe, hopefully tonight. We'll have to wait and see. With that said, I wanted to get this video in before you guys get comfortable with your bottles of wine and your TVs and your election results. And this is a question that I get asked all the time, and I usually charge for this. This is something, I'm not gonna lie, that is information that is very, very valuable, and it's how to source without thrift stores and without the big bulk wholesale sites that we talk about that are decent but not amazing because they just don't leave a lot of meat on the bones. How to get inventory delivered to your door without ever stepping foot in a thrift store. Look, thrift stores are amazing. Garage sales are awesome. The bins are awesome. I built my business with those places. But eventually, as one person, you only have so much time in a day, and you have to learn how to source more effectively to get things to show up, because you can make deals to have 100 or 150 or 200 pieces of clothes, shoes, accessories, makeup, electronics, anything delivered to your door in the same amount of time that it would have taken you a week to thrift for, or 2 weeks, who knows, right? Some people go out all week long sourcing and they get 100 or 200 or 300 pieces. I can have the same amount of 200 or 300 pieces delivered to this door in one day, tops, in a couple hours of work maximum. So how do we do it? Well, as a part of my 2020 training program that I'll link below, I have an entire 90-minute webinar that discusses it. But I want to discuss it here in a video I'm posting on my YouTube channel as free information for you guys to just get out there and do it. And I'm going to talk about several ways, quite a few ways right now. And I want to start with way number one to have inventory dropped here in your door without ever stepping foot outside, especially if we end up in another lockdown, which is entirely possible because of COVID. Okay, source number one is social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, any of that. If you create content, whether you decide to make videos like I make here on this channel, or you just post regularly on Twitter and Facebook or Instagram during the day, and you slowly build up your following, and this is why it's important to have a following. Even if you're shy, you can build up a following without ever jumping in front of a camera like this. You can just post pictures of your finds and of you thrifting and build it up. Now it takes weeks and months and years to build up a good sized following, but eventually when you do, you can start asking your following, hey, do anybody who follows me or watches me or is up to date with me have any inventory they want to sell off at a good price? Or anybody that's liquidating or getting out of the business? Or maybe you are one of my followers who sells and specializes in women's clothes, but you have access to men's clothes. Can you sell me all your men's clothes? This is the number one way. I get a boatload of inventory shipped to me or sold through our wholesale site, our Shopify store, just based on social media, posting to my Facebook business page, to my Instagram, to my Twitter, or here on YouTube. So the more platforms you're on, the more chance you have to reach people, and the more chance somebody will have merchandise. You're not gonna get hundreds of people emailing you and messaging you every day, but if you just have a couple people a day hitting you up, 30, 40, 50, 60 people a month, and you can make deals with just 2 or 3 people that each have 100 pieces or 150 pieces, you could all of a sudden have 300 and 400 pieces a month just off of making one deal a month. Just 3 or 4 people, or one deal a week, 3 or 4 people a month, you can have those deals coming in. When people know that you are somebody who buys, they will keep your information, they will follow you, and they will hit you up. So number one, it takes time to build the following, guys, but once you do, people are always available. Not to mention, you may not even be asking, and somebody might post a story on Instagram that you follow that has a couple thousand followers that says, hey, I'm getting rid of all my men's jeans. I have 100 pairs. I'm looking for $2 a piece. boom, you jump on them, you make a deal, you buy it through PayPal, invoice, whatever, it's safe, it ships, and you are golden. So that is rule number one. Use social media to your advantage when you want to buy bulk inventory. Even if you just set up a deal or two a month, you will be way better off than what you were going to thrift stores day in and day out. Okay, method number two is similar, but it's going on Craigslist. People have this negative connotation of Craigslist, but you know what? Craigslist is amazing. I'll put some screenshots up here. You can go to the garage sale sections and offer to buy people's garage sales out. You can make post listings in the garage sale section, letting other people know that you buy out garage sales or estate sales or yard sales, whatever they have left. Let people know that you're looking to buy all the clothing or all the video games, or that you buy all the hard goods, or that you buy everything, whatever it is. Post that information. When you see yard sales coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, you go out and start messaging and emailing all the people that have their yard sale listed and say, hey, what kind of stuff do you have? You're close by me. I buy out yard sales. I buy out all the clothes. I buy out all the shoes that are left over. Please keep my information and let me know. Send me some pictures. Shoot just a couple clips. Let me know, and I am a cash buyer. You will be shocked and surprised at how many responses you get. And the greatest thing is, you don't have to meet any of these people in person or talk to them on the phone. You can exchange messages and emails and basically pick from the litter of what you want. Okay, number three is similar as well, and it's through Facebook Marketplace. You can find all the people in the marketplace having these sales that advertise them. You can advertise. It's a little harder because Facebook cracks down on that as opposed to Craigslist. You can also go inside of the Facebook groups. Now be careful in Facebook groups because the admins don't like you to spam. They don't want people selling fat weight loss pills and diet wraps and drinks and this and that and spamming all this stuff. But if you contact the owners of the admins of the groups and you go in and you're like, hey, and you can see that just by opening the group and clicking members, info members, and then scrolling down to see the admins, and you say, hey, I'm not selling anything, I'm not spamming. I just want to put up a post once a week that says, if you want to sell off your garage sale or your leftovers or your clothing or this or that, please send me a message, send me an email, and let's discuss what you have. You will be surprised. Many admins will allow you to do that. If they are not as open or receptive, go buy them a $25 Starbucks gift card or a Chili's gift card or something, Visa gift card. Give it to them and say, hey, this is just let me give you something, and from now on, let me make my post, and I won't spam, and I'll follow your rules. I just wanted to give you a little something for letting me do it. That $25 investment on the first deal that you come back with will pay for it. Don't buy them one every week or every month. Just buy them one. It's just enough to get in the door and get you rolling. And if they ask for more later, then see what you can do if it's worth the deal for you. Like, they might want you to pay 50 bucks a month or 25 bucks a month. You see what's worth it, where you're getting your deals from, what groups are working and what aren't. And there are groups here in Tampa with 40, 50, 60,000 people, 100,000 people that I could join a dozen groups, and if I get all of them to help me, one at a time, I work on it, and I get them to allow me to make posts, I could have more inventory coming in here than I could ever fathom. So that is a huge way to do it. There are tons of Facebook groups, buy, sell, and trade, and yard sale groups in every major city or surrounding area. So go out, join them, and make friends with the admins. Don't be scared to do it. Trust me, that used to be a huge hookup for me. So add that to the list. Facebook Marketplace and Facebook yard sale, buy, sell, trade groups. Okay, so we talked about social media, YouTube, Facebook. We talked about going through Craigslist. We talked about Facebook Marketplace and the groups. The next way is building a customer list. Start building an email list. MailChimp is free up to like 2,000 people, where anybody that buys and sells, ask them, can I put you on an email list? And in case you come across things, you'll let me know. Then once you build a list after a couple months and you have 400 or 500 or 1,000 people on it, you can send the emails out once a week or once a month that says, hey, I'm buying inventory. Don't forget about me. Boom. I'm paying an extra 10% cash on everything I'm buying this month. Whatever kind of little marketing things you can do. And an email list is a huge way to buy stuff that you can remind people. And if you do business with somebody off Facebook or Craigslist or YouTube, get their email, ask them, always ask permission. Hey, can I save your email in case in the future I might want to buy some more stuff from you? I won't spam you. I'll send out emails here and there, but just to make sure we stay in contact in case you come across something else. And oh, by the way, if you come across something else, please let me know. That is absolutely the best way. Now, as a follow-up, like number 5-ish kind of way here, is get business cards made. Vistaprint will do it for 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Go out to a graphic design shop in town, wherever it is, support some mom and pop small business store. Get cards made and hand them out to anybody and everybody. Get 1,000 made for $100 or $50 or whatever it is. Those cards are priceless. Hand them out to owners of secondhand stores. Hand them out to pawn shop people who may want to sell stuff. Pawn shop employees, pawn shop managers, pawn shop owners. Hand them out to people at the flea market. Go take a day, ride over to your flea market or your swap meet or whatever, and hand cards out to every single person. What do you deal in? Oh, I deal in die-cast cars. Well, you know, die-cast cars isn't really my thing, but if you happen to come across any good deals on tools or video games, that's me. Just let me know. Like whatever you come across that you don't want to deal with, or if you want to liquidate your die-cast cars or whatever. And this is how you make deals. Life and business are about making deals. And if nobody is giving you the opportunity to make a deal and you're just sitting around waiting, you'll never be successful. You've got to think outside the box. Get these cards made, hand them out to everyone, and watch how quickly your business goes up. I want anyone in this video, anyone watching this who does what I'm telling you to do, who goes out to groups, goes to Craigslist, hands out business cards, who goes to estate sales and garage sales, who goes to pawn shops, and who does any one of these things or all of them, to comment below and show the other people watching this video and reading the comments exactly what I'm talking about and how successful it can be. You've got to think outside of the box. So hopefully this video with these 5 or 6 different ways are an inspiration to you to start thinking outside of the box. There are many, many other ways that I discuss and talk about in my 2020 training program, and you can look below and grab that link and purchase it. But there are 100 different ways to buy inventory that I've not even discussed in this video, or that I even discussed in the training programs, but there's many other ways I do discuss. But if you start thinking outside of the box and getting these ideas, you will find ways to get merchandise and inventory without ever stepping foot inside of another thrift store, especially if we get locked down, or even if we don't get locked down, you'll never have to go out there sourcing again. And for some of you in small towns and cities, it's just not an option. You need a better way to find merchandise, and this is how to do it. On top of that, as part of that training program below, I also do have some of the big wholesale sites to use in case that's the route you want to go. They're not my favorite. They're profitable, but not the greatest. Up in the air, hit or miss. So they're there, they're part of that. You can certainly check them out. But I want you guys thinking outside of the box. So with that, I hope this video helps you guys. Write these down, go try them out, come back and comment below and tell me how that works out for you. Because the only way that people believe that these methods are successful is if they see other people doing it. That's how we get all of our inventory, guys. You don't see me going out into thrift stores. So where do you think all this inventory comes from? Exactly what I'm telling you. I don't just tell you guys this stuff just to create videos. I tell you this because it's what I have done and what I currently do and how we get our stuff. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Put it down in the comment section below if it's something you already do, or if you choose to do it later, and come back and share with me how the results went. That's what I want to hear from you guys. So have a wonderful night. Let's strap in and see how this election goes. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Smash, hammer, hammer, hammer down that thumbs up button, because it helps the algorithm and more people will see this and learn from it and be educated and do better in business. And that's what we hope for. We want to share and help everyone do as well as possible. So make sure you hit that like button so the algorithm shoots it up. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go out to the store and grab a well-needed bottle of wine, maybe some vodka. I don't know, tonight could be a long night. I thank you guys so much as always for watching. I love all of you, and I'll see you next time.